everybody, and welcome to That's My Opinion, Episode 8. I'm your host, Molly Jordan. Let's get to it. Forgive the lateness, folks. We're going to keep it brief today. I was contemplating which movie to review. I finally picked one, so we'll be quick about it. This week, we're bringing you Jack the Giant Slayer. Jack the Giant Slayer starring Marcus.
Shake your ass. Watch yourself. Shake your ass. Show me what you're working.
I'm sorry.
It's Jack.
Nicholas Hoult plays Jack, as in Jack and the Beanstalk, which is what this movie is about. It is a modern rendition of Jack and the Beanstalk. Two children who hear stories of Eric the Great and hear the story of the beanstalk that goes up to the giants and brings the two worlds together. Jack, the farmer boy, and the princess, heir to Eric the Great's throne, find themselves intertwined with magic beans, in which a great giant beanstalk brings them to a world of giants who know Eric as the Horrible. In brief, this was a great movie. You're going to get my very first mommy vote. This was a family movie, something you can bring the whole kids to. It had a lot of adventure. It had very little bad stuff in it. It was an adventure, and it was fun, and it was clean, and I really enjoyed it. In general, the good is I like how much they tied the original story in all together. When Jack first arrives to the top of the beanstalk, he sees a golden harp and a egg that was jeweled, and I'm cracking up because those are all stories. Goose who lays the golden eggs and the harp that sings, those are all stories of Jack and the Beanstalk. So I thought that was kind of clever. The good also is that it was, like I mentioned, it was a very clean and adventurous and funny movie. I thought Stanley Tucci did a great job as the bad guy. I thought it was nice to see Ewan McGregor in a simple, classy role and not somebody who's like the star of the show, which he usually is. I even enjoyed Warwick Davis showing up. You know, he's Willow. He shows up at a point in the movie, and it was good to see him. We haven't seen him since Harry Potter. The bad. I would say the only thing that I really have bad to review is that it kind of went a little long. I thought that it had two endings. I thought that we ended it and it was everybody got together, but no, we have to throw in one more battle because this is 3D, and you know that's what we're gonna throw at you because this is the cool part. I have to say I didn't see it in 3D, and I felt that I got the experience anyway. And I thought that it was so well made and so well animated that it didn't really actually need to be in my face. It was kind of in my face anyway, which I thought was kind of clever. That made for a really well done movie. It's just that, and for my bad review, the action scene at the end just felt like we're gonna throw some cool special effects your way. And I thought that if we were gonna do an end battle, it could have been done without the extra ending. I think it should have been tied in a little more together. It shouldn't have been such a, okay, happy ending, and then, oh no, more battle, then happy ending. It felt like it went a little long that way. The ugly. The only thing I really have to say of the ugly is a silly little me thing. Because that's my opinion. The only thing ugly about it there were a lot of fart and burp and vomit jokes that, boy, you know, I'm a mom of boys, and I know they'd love it, and I'm sure they'll get a kick out of it, but I just was like, that's gross. That was unnecessarily gross. But you know what? It made for a funny part of the movie, and it worked really well. While it was my ugly, it wasn't a reason not to catch the movie. If stuff like that grosses you out like it grosses me out, then, you know, be aware of it. But otherwise, it doesn't ruin the movie. It's like, ew, kind of thing. So, great family movie, and I totally suggest it. Enjoy it if you can. Even if you don't want to pay full price for the 3D, I don't think you have to. We didn't, and we still got the experience, so enjoy. Just a couple of nods. I'm not going to do a full review. I saw Hansel and Gretel. My brief review on that one was that it was like a really bad Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode. It was not, it wasn't good. There wasn't anything about it. It was Buffy without Joss Whedon. It was supernatural gore. It was supposed to take place in a long time ago, and they all spoke very modern and they've acted very modern, and it was gross and stupid, and I didn't like it. My brief review for that. Also caught 21 and over, which was a very fun movie. It's nothing you haven't seen before. It was like a cheap version of The Hangover, or a young version of Old School, starring Will Ferrell. It's just three guys running around all night, drunk, and hijinks ensue. That's what the movie's about. It was fun. It was entertaining. I laughed a lot, but it wasn't something that I would sign up for necessarily. It was one of those drone kind of movies where you want to see a movie just to see a movie. This was that kind of movie. So just quick nods, not full reviews. Just throwing it out there in case you're curious, because I see a lot of movies. So hope you enjoyed the review. Get this out as soon as possible. We'll catch you next week, and we'll do some great movies are coming up. I am looking forward to The Host. I am looking forward to Oblivion. There's some great movies coming up that I can't wait to review, and so we'll get to them 1 week at a time. In the meantime, please, by any chance, if you like what you're seeing, or if you don't like anything you're seeing, I would appreciate any comments below on what I could be doing better. Or, I mean, it doesn't have to be a praise. I would just like to know any of your opinions on what I'm up to. So enjoy, and we'll see you next week.
Shake your ass. Watch yourself.